Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. And Fletcher! And it's Lopez. Played out to the left flank. Nicely aimed pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He can run onto that. He's picked his way through. And the shot!
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Brazil! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 18 minutes is
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's a good ball out wide. De Bruyne. And here's Drogba. It's a really well-measured ball. Couch gets flagged offside. It's a pretty loose pass. He's shifted it to the flank. He's looking wide. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Alonso, he's on it, can he get away? Backward it goes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bellingham, Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Vinicius Junior! Oh, good-looking ball. Jude.
Brazil can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Xavi Alonso is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked.
Oh, he's been caught. Drogba! And that's a tiny finish. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
has been indicated.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finish.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 24, Fletcher.
Madrid kick off the second half.
Number 22, Schneider.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Vinicius Junior, he's got away. It's a sharp pass. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so good. And the finish! It's run, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Brazil with the corner, they're first. Keeper's dealt with that. And here's Xabi Alonso. Cross from Robertson. It's bounced back off the post. Fermin, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's well spotted. Fermin. And it's Xabi Alonso. Great vision.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Howson gets over and intercepts. Silvestre can clear it away. Now Skriniar. He's gone forward. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. Fermin. Oh, perfectly measured that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Drogba. Xabi Alonso. Skriniar. And it's Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's Batistuta. That has been slung wide. It's Alonso! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. There's the shot! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Brazil now on the verge of victory. Yamal! And a neat finish. They have stolen level at the last. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
This stadium. Thank you very much
So,
for
a
your
battle of
cooperation.
endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 7, El Haj Diouf.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Number 16.
Brazil pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
Vinicius Junior. Number 18.
Schneider.
Travis
It's a
Biga.
sharp little ball here.
11.
This might spell danger. It's
Conte.
Neymar! It's got in, and it is an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Ter Stegen claims comfortably. Azar. Not the most accurate pass. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Neymar. Just eases him off the ball. So just 15 minutes still to come. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Neymar, spread it left. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. I think we're just about done here.
Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's come loose. And that's that. Brazil proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Please be made aware.
Your final
that
thoughts,
smoking-
Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fermin going face-to-face with his great rival. Fermin purring through the gears. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Schneider. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Knocks it into space. Otto cuts it out.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Xavi Alonso. And it's Drogba. And this is Xavi Alonso. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ambitious ball here. And that was very necessary. Fermin. Oh, that's well spotted. It's not an especially good pass, that. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Now that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. That's an imaginative pass. Brilliantly cut out. Xavi Alonso. Oh, there's a probing ball. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's a key interception. Robertson. And it's Batistuta. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. No, he's just misjudged that one. Robertson. And Fermin. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Now it's Neymar. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. The If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Chelsea clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Lopez. Lopez. And it's been hooked away. Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great vision. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way from Milan! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Senegal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substitution on the field. Number 16, Fermin.
The two coaches
Number
are
10,
signalling changes here,
Schneider.
both at the same time.
Coming on the field, number 18, Neymar. Number
Senegal
22,
couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. It's Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! A finish of true class! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether...
He's having a pop! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, this looks sharp. And they win it back again. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Oh, that's fabulous. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And it's De Bruyne. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Odo. Oh, good-looking ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice control.
Two added minutes
It's
have been
loose now, and
indicated.
they want to get it back. Goes looking wide. That's a little off target. Pull it. Rummenigge. Well seen. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Drogba taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Matchday programs are available from stands.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Chelsea clearly weren't looking to win it this way. There's no doubt about that. Still, you have to credit them for their ability to dig deep, to show good mental strength, and to find that extra gear when it mattered.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Tries to pass it through. Joe! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's worked it through. Diouf. Not a hint. Oh, here we go. Takes a shot! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. Odo. For Xavi Alonso. Drogba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Batistuta. Schneider. Batistuta. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Chelsea have themselves a chance from the spot. So where will he go? A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh no, what has happened here? Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Stojkovic. Diouf. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. Szoboszlai cuts out the pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Drogba. Stojkovic. And it's made its way to him. Adams wins the duel this time. And it's Drogba. And here's Lopez. He's had it taken off him. No foul, says the referee. Oh, nicely intercepted. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Fermin. Space for him to turn and look. Cross from Robertson. Batistuta! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Only allowed in areas shown on this
Caution
map.
certainly
Thank
not
you
on
for
the
your
agenda here
cooperation.
from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Schneider. And it's Lopez. That is a great pick out. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Bruno did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he welcomes it in. He's one-on-one, surely! Out of play for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Adams.
Chelsea choosing
Coming on
to
the
make the
field
first
is
change.
Number 4, Williams Saliba.
Now, can they get him away? Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And here's Batistuta.
Chelsea really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Short changes him with that pass. Rijkaard. Van Basten absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a form.
Can he do it? It's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That has ended up in no man's land. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch.
Shakes to shoot! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Great chance!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Howson. That could spell trouble. He's beaten the last one. There's the shot! Brilliant from Lopez! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting better and better. He hit that like he meant. And time is up. Chelsea have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Drogba picking up the man of the match award. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Robertson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Knocks it in, and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, good read. Oh, good spread. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Law unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Fermin, renowned for his long-range shooting. That has been slung wide. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. This is a promising build-up. Well seen, saw that coming. Schneider. Half an hour played now. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise, looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Fermin. And it's Lopez. Olise. Schneider. Good ball, good take. And it's from Mario. Robertson has the space to scheme. Schneider. And that is the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we get things going again.
Chelsea are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries from distance. Schneider.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Schneider. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Knocks it out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Brilliantly cut out. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. There's a look up and delivers. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pass somewhat off target. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Law chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. That's been drilled forward. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Vermeer. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Chelsea really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rijkaard. That's destined for the flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Chelsea are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
He's picked his way through. Romario shot a goal! He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Now it's Olise. Now it's come to nothing. That's it, the referee says enough. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion. There's the shot! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will... Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chelsea with another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Aims beyond the defence. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rijkaard. And Darren Fletcher. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bale.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Xavi Alonso looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Edmilson.
Chelsea definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Now, this could be a chance. Fermin looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Dunk. Van Dijk. Batistuta. Howson. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Robertson.
Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Darren, there's the header! It's a goal! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fermin. Rodri.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Deep into stoppage time. That is good alertness. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
And now,
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitutions taking place.
Chelsea get the second half started. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Quality ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's found the way through. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Burmo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Vinicius Junior. Decent shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Fermin. Rijkaard. Zanetti. Searching pass he's played there. Cannavaro. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Strokes it back. So we've reached the hour mark. That has ended up in no man's land.
And Burma really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Burmo back and defending. Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Edmilson. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Batistuta. Edmilson. Fermin. Oh, super ball. He's in a great position here.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard. Can they find an extra gear here? Well, that's an excellent interception. Not the most accurate pass. Alonso, and he's well positioned here. And this is Batistuta.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a little off target. So that means another 30 minutes football. So that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 16, Fermin. Number 20, Batistuta. Number 7.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Number 24, Fletcher.
Played into space.
Coming on the field.
Odo.
Number 11, Neymar.
Schneider can
Number
see things
15,
others simply cannot.
Vinicius Junior.
Odo.
Number 18, David Villa.
Skriniar.
Number 2, Conte. Number 22,
Zanetti.
Schneider. Substitution.
Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Conte. Mohamed Salah. And it's Rodri. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break.
Area around the stadium is strictly forbidden.
So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This the final 15 minutes for someone to do something. And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good take in a good area. Robertson deals with that comfortably. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Look at the space here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Zanetti. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
They're avoiding the blitz.
And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So we've done it, we've been there, we've gone the full 12 rounds.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show
to tell you that we were expecting
watching
traffic
both
to be
teams
heavy after the
refusing to
final whistle
lose. I mean,
today.
they both ran their socks off.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. David Villa to go first. No! Denied remarkably! Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Mohamed Salah, the next man to walk up to the spot. Wonderful poise and placement.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
This then to level matters. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
Vinicius Junior is the man who's second in line.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Brazil are looking to him to tie things up. And in with absolute accuracy.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Edmilson, the third man up. Oh, it's saved! Straight at the keeper.
Oh, look, the only consolation he can take from that was the fact it was on target.
Made it look easy.
It was well disguised. It gave no inkling as to where he was going on that.
So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Odo is able to finish it here. He's done it! Feel the relief! Brazil have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality. Ultimately it came down. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Well, nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Now it's Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little ball here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. He's delivered all right.
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So, a breakthrough already. He's had it taken off him. Pull it. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's really well manoeuvred. Juke. He's shifting through the gears here. Skims one in. Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Passes short and sharp. Now there's a fine ball. Mallorca have it back and can go again.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gattuso calmly anticipates. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Juke given the lift of his goal. Now it's Luis Suarez. Thinks one through. Oh, that's a key interception. Batistuta is onto it in a flash. Van Dijk cuts it out. Edmilson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard. And it's Batistuta.
There will be 1 minute at a
Cruyff.
time.
This is a promising build-up. Luis Suarez! And for the first half, that is that. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Brazil sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So right back into the action. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vermi, never out of the action for very long. Spread it left. Alonso. Xabi Alonso delivers. Cruyff, looking to play him in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cruyff gets into a good position. Taken back almost at once.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them.
And this is Luis Suarez! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Substitution for Brazil, number 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both
16,
sides.
Filmin, number 7, enlarged youth.
He's had it
number
nicked
20,
away.
Batistuta.
And it's
Coming on the
Cruyff.
field, number 2.
That looks a
Conte.
decent ball.
Number 17.
There's the clearance.
Williams
The Yorker have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Number 15.
Conte.
Vinicius Junior.
Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Messi, that's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Donatoni applies the finish! And that tested the keeper.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Mateus with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Gullit. That's a little off target. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Conte. And nicely intercepted. Now it's Donadoni.
2 added minutes has been
Good
indicated.
ball! He's had a shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. And time is up. Brazil really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. How would you summarise what
Just
we've
a quick
seen today then,
announcement. We
Jim?
would like
Well,
to
the look
inform
on the
you that
manager's face
CCTV
says it
is now
all.
in
He
operation.
knows he's...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be... Senegal! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pelé tries to play it through. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schneider. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Van Basten. Oh, a delicate chip through. Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gullit cuts it out. Drogba. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Xavi Alonso, pass somewhat off target. Chelsea have it back and can go again. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played out to the left flank. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And it's Gullit. And that's gone loose. And here's Schneider. Robertson. Xavi Alonso. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schneider. Schneider.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Great defending, strong and determined. Tries one from range! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Milan, he's in. Van Basten! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And now he has 2. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
And we come to
That
you
just
now
about
with a
sorts
quick
out the
request for
first
support
45
for
minutes,
our
and we'll be
charity
back with the
fund,
second
Shares in
very
Football.
soon.
substitution on the field. Number 11, Didier Drogba.
So we're off again.
14, Xabi Alonso.
Chelsea come out for this second
Coming on
half
the
with a
field,
different lineup. The
number
manager has
18,
made a big call here.
Neymar. Number 7, Donadoni.
That's good defending, very good defending.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chelsea different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, that looks a decent ball. And a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's rising! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rijkaard. Chelsea are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lopez. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has not gone well. Robertson. Rijkaard pinches it off him. Now it's Pele. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. And it's Lopez.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
It's Pele! Oh, good finish. Just cruising. They are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are clear, the noise
Brazil
is fervent,
against
the
Milan.
atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. He's had a shot!
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more...
Shot a goal! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Fermin. He's having a pop! He want to be quick to it. In he goes again! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nicely weighted ball. And that's another throw. Fermin. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Oh, that was vital. Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted. Played out wide. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Throw it. And it's Robertson. And this is Xavi Alonso. Oh, what a mistake! Odo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Hullet, and he welcomes it in. It's Bale! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Fermin receives it in a good position here. That is a crunching tackle. Brazil heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Pelé. Lovely bit of skill. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Xavi Alonso. Alexander-Arnold did well to stay calm there. Schneider. Aimed beyond the defence. Schneider. Oh, well played. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please join me.
Either side holding back here, it has been quite a half this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Brazil leading, but only just. Can he finish?
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Darren Fletcher tries to pass it through. This is Batistuta. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Bale, lovely pass, but can he get there? Fermi. And here's Batistuta. Tries a shot! And it's in!
And this is getting better and better.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And yes, it's him again.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Darren Fletcher. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Pele. Oh, good-looking ball. He's being urged to... And the finish!
A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Brazil, number 14.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Number 20.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Number 7, Elijah Youth. Number
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Fletcher. Coming on the field.
Rijkaard.
Number 2.
Vicious ball here. And this is Bale.
Neymar.
And the shot! And a neat finish! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Bale demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every...
He leaps for it!
Oh, it's come off the upright.
Vinicius Junior. Looking to play him in. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shot could be on.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
4 added
somewhat
minutes
off
has
target.
been indicated.
Looking for the run. Knocks it into space. Bale getting up there! Same again, same outcome.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well seen, saw that. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Brazil can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that.
Hello,
So there it
attendees.
is.
This
What
is
struck
a
you most about?